first it was stimulus check. Wait, what are those? They giving those out? Then it was, how much are they giving out? 1,200? 1,200? Okay. All right. And then it was, what are the qualifications? How do I qualify? How do I qualify? Now it's like, where is my check? When do we get them? When do we get them? Because I need my coin. Where's my check at? What's good, YouTube? I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you. Welcome back to the channel. All of those questions that I just asked in the intro are all of the questions that you might have personally asked, or you might have heard someone else ask those same exact questions. All valid questions, by the way, as we are all curious. I'm not so curious anymore because when I woke up the morning of April 15th and checked my bank account, I had a few more dollars in there than I did the night before. My stimulus check hit, and I'm extremely grateful for that. I'm grateful and appreciative, and the fact that it hit just goes to show that I qualify, right? I wouldn't have the money in my account if I didn't. So, with that being said, this video isn't about qualification. It isn't about qualification at all. There's 1,000,001 videos on YouTube, and you can also Google this information the same way I did. I just want to share my personal situation, and then I'll share how much I made, and then I'll share what I plan to do with that money. The qualifications that I met, for one, you have to have an active bank account, clearly, if you want to get direct deposit. I didn't get a paper check, I got direct deposit. So that qualification was met. The other qualification that I met was that I filed my taxes, my 2019 taxes, so that way I qualify for the check. The other qualification that I met is I have a dependent. I have a 5-month-old daughter, right? That qualification was met. And another qualification that I'm extremely proud of is that I don't have any child support. I don't owe any child support. I'm not on child support because I support my child willingly. Lastly, I make less than $75,000 AGI. AGI equals adjusted gross income. With that being said, I received $1,700. $1,200 for me, $500 for my daughter who's a dependent, and that check hit on April 15th, and when I saw it, your boy was smiling. Your boy was smiling from ear to ear. I was smiling from ear to ear because that is extra money that I can use to do whatever I want with. Now, the economy is in a state of crisis, and the stimulus package, also known as economic impact payments, those are being distributed left and right. I happen to be an early recipient, as I stated before. I received $1,700 total, $1,200 for me, $500 for my daughter. And what I plan to do with that $1,700 should be a no-brainer. It should be a no-brainer. Honestly, if you've been following me, you know I'm on baby step number 3. So that money is going directly to my emergency fund. I'm currently building up 3 to 6 months of living expenses as a fully funded emergency fund. So that $1,700 is going right there. It's going right there. I know a lot of people in this economy, a lot of people in the US and worldwide, period, are dealing with more detrimental things than me currently. So I do want to tread lightly with this. A lot of people are using these checks to catch up on bills. A lot of people are using these checks to actually just cover their 4 walls in general, as they should. There are so many things you can do with this, whatever money you receive, because everybody's going to receive a different amount of money. But whatever you choose to do with it, I just encourage everybody to make the best decisions possible. The best decisions possible. That's a lump sum of money, and we all know when people get a lump sum of money, sometimes they have a tendency of blowing it or just playing hot potato with it. Like, the money will burn a hole in their pocket, and sometimes they don't necessarily do what's fiscally responsible. I won't say what's right or wrong, because everybody have their own agenda. Personal finance will always be personal, and that's something that I will never not condone. It's really difficult for me to tell people what they should do with their money. Instead, I do what I do with my money, and I just hope that people would make good choices when it comes to whatever surplus income they have. I've been receiving a lot of emails lately. A lot of emails, a lot of direct messages on Instagram, and I do know that it's only right that people start asking questions, right? It's only right when I'm out here talking the talk, walking the walk with these finances. It's only right that people start turning to you with, questions, and they ask for advice. But I want to say this. I do want to say this. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax professional. I'm just Q. I'm just documenting my journey. And I'm also just sharing the knowledge that I gain on my journey in hopes of helping people. So I don't know if you can distinguish that, chop it up how you want, but that's the truth. That's what the truth is. I am not a financial advisor. Financial coach, maybe. Accountability partner, for sure. For sure, I am that. I am an accountability partner for anybody who needs to be held accountable, because I know for a fact when I first started my journey and jumped on YouTube, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for someone to help me stay accountable, because sometimes we need that. Let's be honest, all the time we need that. It's hard to do this on your own, and it's hard to do this by yourself. The community is really important when it comes to this financial journey. So that's what I will say. Prime example, I had a friend call me the other day, and she reached out to me. She had some credit card debt, and she was asking how to go about it. And she pretty much knew for the most part. She watched my videos and she take notes, so she was on the right track. So I really didn't have to coach her through much. It was more so of you can do it, you got this, keep doing what you're doing. It was accountability, it was pep talk, it was the minor rah-rah, because I'm not the rah-rah guy. Like, I'll get you geeked up if you need me to get you geeked up, but I'm not gonna gas you up for no reason. If you're doing wrong and if you're doing the wrong thing, I'm gonna let you know you're doing the wrong thing if you ask for my criticism. But she asked, what should I do? And the first thing that popped in my head was the economic impact payments. I said, as soon as that check hit, you can throw that entire check towards those credit cards. If that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, that's what I would do. That's what makes the most sense to me. And sure enough, that check hit and she did that, and it made me feel good. It made me feel really good, the fact that my words, my influence can help someone better their financial future. So that's what excited me, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point. So I'm going to continue doing that. I appreciate everybody reaching out who has reached out, because that's exactly what I'm here for. I say it time and time again. I'm here to help, and when I need help, I'll do the same thing. I'll lean on you if I need to. Whatever you decide to do with your economic impact payment is completely up to you. Completely up to you. Like I said, personal finance will always be personal, and I stand on that. I can only encourage you not to blow it. Not to squander it, not to let it burn a hole in your pocket, because we all need every penny we can get. I know I do. I need all of my coins. So think about your priorities. Think about what needs to be paid. Think about what's most important to you before allocating that money, and then move forward from there. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Feel free to DM me on IG. All of that info is in the description box below. And we can have a further conversation outside of this channel if you would like. Also, leave me a comment and let me know what you plan to do with your economic impact payment. Let me know if it hit too. Did your check come in yet? Did it come in? Let me know what you plan to do with it. Let me know how much you got. And let's just further the conversation. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I go by the name of Q, and like I always say, if Q can make it happen, you can make it happen. I'll let y'all next video.